Tonight, we pay homage to those who shamelessly disregard the laws of copyright infringement.
The night show starts now!
Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining us tonight on the program. And joining me is my good friend Reese, who, those of you who followed my work in the past, our work I should say, in the past, he's appeared several times on the old show and on other things. We've done a lot of shit together.
Yeah, there have been... This friendship has gone on for a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, we've had plenty of time to get the buffoonery out of the way, but somehow more just keeps seeming to crop up.
I know, right? Just when you think that we've run out of stupid shit to do, here we are. Oh, well, tonight we're going to take a look and we're going to do some reviews of some action figures that are, let's just say, less than legit. These come to us from various different countries. Like maybe some different countries don't have the same copyright infringement laws that we enjoy here in America. And maybe some of these are made in America and they just don't give a shit and got away with it. Either way, tonight we're taking a look at some of the best of the worst of these action figures. And then we're going to play a little game later on in the show.
I'm excited.
I am too. So
are you excited?
You should be.
You should be. He's right.
No doubt. So let's get started here. First I'm going to show you a couple of examples. So here's the first one, just to sort of give you an example of what we're talking about. This is Special Man. And if you zoom in on the face here, he does look like he is a special man. Next, we've got whatever the hell this is.
I love this one personally, but the reason that this one didn't make the cut is because it strayed too far from its basic idea.
You remember when we were kids, did you ever watch Channel 12 and see Clyde Frog?
Yes.
You know, if Clyde Frog were a badass, because this is 100 times more badass than Clyde Frog ever dreamed about being.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, the last example that we're going to show you is this very accurate knockoff depiction of one of our all-time favorites, Superman. So now you know what's going on. Now you know what to expect from this episode. So what do you say we go ahead and we get this little countdown of the best of the worst of, whatever you want to call it, started?
By all means. Ladies first. Ha 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 ha.
Oi, you douche. So our first one here. This is Thomas the Transformer. And now I gotta admit that had this been the direction they would have went with Thomas the Tank Engine back in my day, it wasn't called Thomas, it was called Shining Time Station. And
terribly boring show.
Very boring.
Awful.
But had they gone this direction, I could see myself watching this show.
I'd watch it today.
It would be like how we never grew out of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, exactly.
We would still be watching this show.
But, you know, Dragon Ball Z teaches you, like how to floss and brush at the end of each episode.
Up next, Spook Chasers. Now, here's what I want to point out in this one. I want us to take a good look really quick at the graphic art here. Well, first off, let's look at this concept. First off, they don't have the guns that suck the ghost in and imprison them. I don't know what those are called on Ghostbusters. You probably know.
I could have told you if you wouldn't have asked me.
It's irrelevant, but they don't have those. Instead, they have these claws that reach out and grab the ghost.
It's like a dog catcher, except with the paranormal.
Notice that the blue ghost is very, very happy to be caught. Oh boy, they got me!
Is that how blue ghosts talk?
That's how blue ghosts talk.
Okay.
And then you've got the orange one that just looks... He's also getting captured, and he's just furious about the situation.
Oh, yeah. He's not pleased at all.
You've got... If you look behind the blue ghost, though, there's a green one, and he's just losing his shit. Like, he's like, no, don't get me, don't get me, don't get me! And then nobody's actually trying to get him.
Not an accurate representation of green ghost voices, by the way.
But I also want to point out, if you look inside the figure itself... I realize that this green blob is supposed to be a Slimer knockoff, but it comes out more or less looking just like a big blob of nose gunk.
Hey kids, make your own fun.
I know, right? So if you ever lose it and you're sick at home from school that day, up next we have
The cringeworthy Justice League.
So we've got no cape, no logo, Batman. Next we have
the Incredible Sulk.
And then finally we have
Spider Tick. It's like half Spider-Man, half the Tick.
But 100% no shits were given.
Yeah, 100% awful.
So let's move on. Here's number 4, Rabid Mickey Mouse.
Oh, now we were having some speculation issues earlier. It says batteries included, so this thing obviously moves on its own.
Right.
But if it doesn't have a remote control, I think there is some legitimate fear of this thing coming to life and killing you in your sleep.
Next on our list, Adventure Man.
I would buy Adventure Man.
I love Adventure Man. It's like Rambo if he gave no fucks. Let's take a look at the next one on the list.
Mouth Hug Superman.
Snugglers. And I feel dirty in the fact that the box clearly shows children playing with this toy. Let's move on. New Style Ninja Tortoise.
It's like, what if I was a Ninja Turtle?
Next. Alright, now, there's so much wrong with this one. Alright, it's obviously a My Little Pony ripoff, but the name of this collection is Demon Donkey. But if you look where it says Try Me in the arrow, they've totally failed at spelling the word try. So let's take a look at our next one. The superhero to end all superheroes. God Almighty. Now here's what I want to point out. Now, it's a whole different video for me to say all the reasons I don't like Superman, but in a nutshell, he's kind of too powerful, and to me that takes away from it.
Yeah, of course.
But Superman is obviously the undefeatable, unbeatable, immortal of all superheroes. But if you just need just a little bit more badassery and somebody that just can't even be beat, like Superman could be beat before this guy.
Right. I mean, God doesn't really have a home planet that, exploded that can leave, kryptonite scattered throughout. Like, there's no...
And even if it did, he's God.
Yeah, I mean...
Screw that shit. He'll
puff away.
I know, right? Who better to be better than Superman than the guy that, in this theoretical universe, created Superman?
Right. And also, I'd like to point out the oh holy crap machine gun that he's got. What an accessory, right?
I agree, but I also, to compliment the machine gun find, I want to point out the tagline at the bottom. His is the kingdom, the power, and the glory.
Oh, man. That's beautiful, just to be honest. Like,
I never saw God. Now, I know you've got the Book of Revelation where he comes in on a white horse. I never imagined while on that white horse he would be wielding a machine gun. Mine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory! Bah!
Hallowed be my name.
We got a few more here. Let's go. Let's move on to the next one.
Right.
James Bond Jr.
Looking at this, you would think that the character itself would be James Bond Jr., but in looking at this, we've noticed that down in the lower right-hand corner, it says Odd Job.
So this one very well may not be a knockoff, but if it's not, either way, it still kind of sucks.
It does. I mean...
It needs to be on this list.
It did. It really did.
Alright, up next we got...
Sexual orientation questionable Skeletor.
But I think it's questionable, but obvious.
I could see that, and also I have to call attention to the lightsaber-esque.
I think it's fair to speculate whether or not that's actually a lightsaber that he's holding. Let's move on.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than this.
Yeah, so anyway, let's, okay, that's all for that. So next what we're going to do next, we're going to play a little game. And the way this game is going to work, now, we're each going to get to choose one of these action figures. And then we're going to each draw, we've got the chalice of randomness here, where we've put all of these action figures we've shown you here into this chalice, and we're going to draw 3 at random each. And then Reese and I are going to each write a movie, trailer, / pitch, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to show the movie poster for our creation. And then in the comment section below, we're going to let you guys decide who won this challenge. So, Reese, make your first pick. Who do you want to be in your movie pitch idea based on these action figures?
I gotta say, I'm sold on the idea of God Almighty.
I'm gonna go with sexual orientation questionable Skeletor.
A wise pick.
All right, so Reese, you go first. Draw one out.
All right.
Open it up and read it to me.
Let's see what I've got here. I've got the public service announcement Heroes, which is No Cape Batman, The Incredible Sulk, and
Spider-Tick.
Spider-Tick.
Okay. And this time I got James Bond Jr.
Oh, man.
Reese, this is your second pick.
All right, let's see here. Special Man.
Oh, Special Man. All right, now my second pick, Transformer Thomas the Tank Engine.
You have got an all-star lineup over there, sir.
All right. Now, this is your final choice, your final pick.
All right. Come on, Demon Donkey. Spook Chasers. Oh, God, dude. I don't even know.
All right. Now, hang on. Here's my last pick, Demon Donkey. All right. So, we've picked our characters that we're going to have to choose. Now, what we're going to do right now is we'll skip ahead in the edit. We're going to take 5 minutes, and we have to write out our movie trailer pitch, and then we're going to read those to you, and you decide who won. So let's do this.
All right.
We have returned, and we have written up our movies. So, Reese, you're
Gold.
You got some gold?
I got some gold, man.
All right, Reese. Now, you go first.
In a world that has fallen from grace and needs to be punished. And then with that, we've got scenes of random people looting and robbing and murdering other people.
Right.
When all of Earth's mightiest heroes have fallen, and to the otherworldly forces unleashed, and then we'll cut away to scenes of the PSA heroes and Special Man, dying or falling or whatever you want to call it. Having been defeated. Only one team can hope to make a difference. Spook Chasers. Starring Christopher Lloyd as head Spook Chaser number 1. Bill Murray as his assistant and Morgan Freeman as God.
Nice.
So intense, it's spooky.
Oh. Wow, you really went into a lot of detail with the trailers.
I tried. I did.
I gotta say, mine's maybe not that good, but I'm gonna read it to you. Because mine's more of a pitch for a movie.
Oh, okay. Two different means to an end.
Right. In a quiet railroad station, one man will discover that the trains he cleans every day secretly hold unimaginable powers that he will need to access to save mankind. When the evil Skeletor
like that
plots to take over the world of roller disco, the mild-mannered Bob Jones, railroad odd job employee, will have to unlock the secret power of one tank engine to stop Skeletor and his band of demon donkeys. In this summer's blockbuster film, Bad Thomas and the Knights of the Roller Skates.
I would not watch either of these.
So who won this challenge? You decide. Vote either Dustin or Reese in the comment section below. Thanks for liking and sharing this video. And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be back on Monday with some all-new episodes. Thank you for tuning in for this edition of The Night Show. We'll see you Monday. Good night, everybody.
Night.